What's good, YouTube? Today we have another video. So I don't used to post on YouTube like that, so you people will not know me, but my name is Motion. I'll be going by Motion, and this is my YouTube video, my first YouTube video. So I'll start uploading my content to YouTube so that you people can get to know me, you feel me? So I'm a reaction channel, so I just be reacting to football clips, football videos, or whatever you guys want me to react to. You can put it in the comments down below. This is my very first video uploaded to YouTube, so but we're not just going to be talking, we're going to be reacting to this new video by Number9. If you guys want to watch it by yourself, you can go and watch the video.
At his peak, Messi was unplayable. He wasn't just breaking records, he was breaking logic. But what if I told you he didn't peak once, not even twice?
Now I want to clarify that I'm not a Messi fan. Like I don't like Messi at all. Like I'm a Ronaldo fan for life. Ronaldo fan for life. So I don't like Messi. So someone sent me this video and said I should react to it, and then I should now come back again and come and tell them who's the GOAT. I'll still say Ronaldo because Messi is not the GOAT. And anybody who is a Messi fan in the comment section, always going to be shouting out Ronaldo. Ronaldo is the GOAT. Like until I die, that's how it is. So let's see if this video can convince Ronaldo fan, but it will not convince me. I'm already sure because I already have solidified on who my GOAT is.
Lionel Messi reached 4 completely different levels, each time evolving into something football had never seen before. This is not a story of one prime. It's the story of a man who ruled 4 different ages of football.
Cap.
At the start of the 2008 season, Barcelona was in transition. Pep Guardiola was appointed as the new head coach of Barcelona, and straight away he got to work. He got rid of superstars like Ronaldinho and Deco, and rather than get big-name transfers to replace them, his idea was to use the talent at La Masia and build a team around Messi. Despite a shaky start with a 1-0 defeat to Numancia in the league, Messi and Barca had picked up some serious form. They bounced back to a 9-game winning streak, a 21-game unbeaten run in La Liga, and on his part, Messi was having a demon season.
Now, does this make sense? You guys should not clown me. This is my opinion. But does this make sense? I'm not a Messi fan, but I'm a fan of Barcelona. Now, listen to me, listen to me, listen to me. Barcelona was the GOATed team. Like, there's no debate. That's the best team in the world. Real Madrid is like second best, but Barcelona was the best team, especially under Pep Guardiola. So it's just Messi. I'm not like everybody keeps on debating Messi or Ronaldo, and you have prompted Ronaldo fans to react and now say that no, Messi is not the GOAT, Messi is number 2. Normally Ronaldo fans would just put Messi and Ronaldo at the top level because that's where they are meant to be. They're on the same level. Just because he won World Cup now, everybody is putting on a higher category. That's not how it works now. That is definitely not how it works. I'm still a Barcelona fan, but I'm not a fan of Messi, especially when you guys keep on making it a debate. Like, you can't just be making it a debate. If you make it a debate, we'll clap back. Like, you can't expect us to be quiet. So that is just the thing.
In that unbeaten run, Messi had 27 goal contributions and was doing the same in Europe too. 5 goals and 2 assists in the opening 5 games of the Champions League. All
27 goal contributions. Let me just tell you that this year of football, even though it has been a great year, of football. We saw PSG win Inter 5-0, Crystal Palace won a trophy, Tottenham won over Man U. Just different teams were getting their shine this year. But 27, that is not far off from the top scorer in Premier League. That is really not that far off. When we had Messi and Ronaldo giving us 40, 50, 60 goals, we're just taking it for granted. We don't know. And this is now the standard. If you think about it, they have raised the bar for performance. So 27 goals is actually crazy, so it's not really a low goal number, especially for a striker, but they have raised the bar, so we don't look at 27 goals like something that is high again. Mo Salah is still a very good player, even though he has He doesn't have as much goals as Messi and Ronaldo used to average. And what I'm keep on saying, and correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section, but Lewandowski was born in the wrong era. Let me just say it. Because if Lewandowski was like 28, 29 in this era playing for Bayern will be unstoppable. They'll be winning UCLs like all the time. Bayern is like they'll be the #1 team because Lewandowski was just born in the wrong era. They did not even give him his Ballon d'Or. They now snubbed him in 2020. That was just not fair for me to see as a Lewandowski fan too. I like Lewandowski too. So
From the right wing, Messi was already cooking up solutions and was doing the same in Europe too. 5 goals and 2 assists in the opening 5 games of the Champions League, all from the right wing. Messi was already cooking up a storm that season, and then Pep Guardiola changed everything. Ahead of the match versus Real Madrid at the Bernabeu, Pep decided to test a theory that would go on to revolutionise football: the birth of Lionel Messi in the false 9 position.
El falso 9 nace contra el Madrid. ¿No lo habían practicado antes?
No lo habíamos hablado. No. Sí que creo que él antes de la semana, antes de un par de días de entrenamiento, no lo llegó a probar, pero algo mencionaba de que capaz hacemos algo diferente, estoy viendo.
Messi was the main attacking force as Barcelona won the treble in 2008-09, with 23 goals in the league, second behind Diego Forlan. He was also the top scorer in the Champions League that season, despite it being the first with Pep in Barcelona's senior team. And the crazy part is, his game wasn't just about the goals. See, playing in that false 9 position, the idea was simple. Guardiola wanted to monopolise possession and create as many chances with movements off the ball, and Messi was the key. There was no doubt he could dribble, but moving him centrally, he created the stuff of nightmares for opposing defenders because they couldn't get close to him. 38 goals and 19 assists in 51 games in the 2008-09 season. The first time he was hitting the
that is a very crazy stat. 38 goals, 19 assists in 51 games. That is a very crazy stat to have. And I think he was 21 at this time, 2008, 2009. No, he was not 21. He was still like 18, 19. But that is a very crazy stat. It's not bad. It's not bad.
30-plus mark for goals. While the 2009-10 season didn't go as planned from a collective standpoint, Messi and that...
And I react to a video to prove why Ronaldo is better. Like, I can just react to another video. I'll find another video. That'll be my next video maybe. Just react to another video and prove to you why Ronaldo is better. But let's see why people say Messi is better. But like, I obviously know Messi is good, but like, I'm trying to like dispossess him, show why Ronaldo is the better player. It's not about awards all the time. Sometimes awards, some people can be corrupt, they can be greedy and be giving awards to Messi. They'll be giving him 3 extra Ballon d'Ors for no reason. Haaland is supposed to have his first Ballon d'Or in 2020, was it 23? Yes, 23. It was very painful to watch. And Haaland did his thing in the UCL, did his thing in the Premier League. Bro.
Role again was a revelation. There was talk about him underperforming in the Champions League, so he smashed 4 past Arsenal as a reminder of just how dangerous he could be. Goals in the semi-final and final of the Club World Cup, and 34 goals in La Liga, including 3 hat-tricks. Messi, centrally, was unplayable. 47 goals and 12 assists in 53 games.
Now we are looking at these stats. These stats are crazy, bro. 47 goals. That's when the stats start getting crazy. 53 apps, bro. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. 2009, obviously he deserved the Ballon d'Or 2009. I'm not going to argue. Like, I'm not arguing for that one. Also 2012. There's nobody who will argue that those were Messi's 2 years winning the Ballon d'Or. But this is a very crazy stat, bro. Like, nobody in this day and age can do that. You'll be thinking, well, Haaland can do that, but let Haaland get out of his funk. I don't know what's wrong with Haaland. Haaland's just having had a bad season. Maybe this season will be better, you know. My brother is a Man City fan. Last season was just, my brother and my cousins, so last season was just tearing them apart. Us Barcelona fans, we ate good last season. If you're a Barcelona fan, just put it in the comment section. We ate good last
In
season.
2009-10, another Ballon d'Or to the collection, but with Barca missing out on the Champions League and La Liga, Messi, just like the rest of the team, knew they needed more. But even this couldn't prepare the world for what followed next. 2010-11, Barcelona, a team so good it's often referred to as the most complete team football has ever seen. Opposition managers left in awe about how they dominated games, and the key to that was once again Messi. The central theme was always Messi. The 2010-11 Barcelona team was the ideal model of how Pep wanted a Barca team under him to play. Regarding Messi, playing in that false nine position meant he constantly dropped deep to connect with the midfield. He could move wherever he wanted to, and that made him just as dangerous even without the goal contributions. The 5-0 thumping of Jose Mourinho's Real Madrid is the perfect example. Messi didn't get on the score sheet himself, but set up 2 goals on the night and ran that Real Madrid team so hard it ended up like this. Goals from Messi followed a steady progression that continued that season. He hit the 50-plus goal mark for the first time in his career. 53 goals in all competitions that season, 12 in the Champions League, 31 in La Liga, and that was off the back of goals like this.
Here's Messi, away from 2, 3, 4, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
But it would be impossible to talk about Messi that season without perhaps the most dominant Champions League final of all time. Barcelona didn't just beat Manchester United at Wembley, it was a match that arguably one of United's greatest centre-backs still remembers to this day.
It takes the sting out of it a little bit that they were actually that good, and we went to a fight, a war with no guns, no knives. It's the only time in my career I've been in the game and thought, we can't do anything.
Barcelona's 68.4% possession and 89.6% pass success rate made Manchester United look like amateurs. It was like every single game that season, Messi found ways to embarrass the opposition. It didn't make any difference if he was man-marked, triple-team marked, or even unmarked. The same outcome. Messi broke Barcelona's single-season goal-scoring record in all competitions and tied the all-time Champions League goal-scoring mark at the time. He was fouled 107 times that season because he was simply unplayable. And then came 2011-12 season, the one where he took goal scoring to an entirely different level. 91 goals in 69 official matches, 13 goals in the Champions League, 5 in the Copa del Rey, 2 goals in the Supercopa, 59 La Liga goals in 38 matches, 12 goals for Argentina, performances like the 5-goal haul against Leverkusen in the Champions League, 9 hat-tricks that season, and had 22 multi-goal games. I could drop more numbers and more stats, but the picture is clear. Messi was playing career mode in real life, and at the end of the season was undoubtedly the best player in the world. 4 Ballon d'Ors in a row, 9 heavy traction because some believe Messi was Guardiola's pet, a system player.
System player.
Pep left Barca in 2012, and in the 2 seasons that followed, the team struggled. It'll be tempting to use the word struggled with Messi, because on one hand, more than 100 goals in 2 seasons. They were still very elite numbers, but the fact that the team failed to replicate the same heights they had in previous years brought questions about certain players being system players, and Messi's name was in that conversation. Some believed it was only a matter of time before Messi would get finished, particularly after that 2013-14 season. His response? He became 1/3 of arguably the greatest trio the game has ever seen. The MSN. Neymar joined in 2013, Suarez in 2014. Right from the start, the South American trio hit it running. Neymar on the left, Suarez through the middle, and Messi down the right. They didn't just beat teams. This front three, they destroyed the opposition. It was hard enough getting past just one of these 3. Neymar, the Brazilian wonder kid from Santos, was finally living up to his reputation in Barcelona, silky smooth and skillful with the ball. In one-on-ones, he was deadly. Then Luis Suarez, the European Golden Boot holder at the time, off the back of setting the record for the then joint most goals in a single English Premier League with 31 for Liverpool. And once he got into the team in October, Suarez was a lethal combination of goals and assists, clever movements,
Question. Put your answer in the comment section. Who was the better striker, Suarez or Haaland? Prime Suarez or Prime Haaland? And we're just basing Prime Haaland off that 2023 season, because he has not had any other prime except for when he was in Dortmund. So who was better striker? Like most complete striker, everything, like everything like you guys know what I mean. Most complete striker of all time. Me, I'd rather pick. I think I'll pick Suarez a little bit. Suarez was just scoring crazy goals that you don't even expect him to score. Was scoring more crazy goals than. But Haaland is arguably like on the same level as Suarez. I know you guys will say my opinion is trash, but like that's my opinion.
Excellent finishes, then Messi, simply unstoppable. That goal against Bayern Munich in the Champions League highlights Messi during this period. He had the skill to take on opponents, completely humiliate them, and still find the finish on his own. Jerome Boateng was one of the best defenders in the world at the time, and in that moment Messi had slashed his price.
When this happened, I removed Boateng off my DLS team. When I was playing DLS 18, I removed him off my team. When I saw this goal, obviously I didn't see it when the match happened, but like when I saw this goal, I removed him straight off the team. I said, so this is how somebody can waste you like this, bro.
Price tag in half. That season was just something else for Barca and Messi. They won the treble again. The MSN combined for 122 goals and 64 assists in all competitions that year. Neymar hit a career high of 39 goals and 10 assists. Suarez with 25 goals and 23 assists. Messi, 58 goals and 28 assists in 57 matches. Messi's numbers told a story. That goal against Athletic Bilbao is right up there with the greats. Scoring 58 goals is one thing, but in the same season...
So much. This goal is glazed so... Bro, like... This goal is glazed so much. How? How? I even saw a shot when they were saying that 1 centimeter from the goalpost, which is very impossible, and down the god would win, blah 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 blah. You're saying rubbish. This goal is glazed so much, bro. Anybody can score this type of goal, bro. Ended up... Nah, bro. There's some goals that they were glazing too much. It's not as if it's a bad goal, but it does not deserve to win an award. Like...
Messi created 143 chances as well. He'd become the main part of a collective that...
Also, I saw this one day that Dani Alves has 43 trophies, Messi has 43 trophies. 43, yes, 43 trophies. Or is it 44? Messi and Dani Alves are on the same number of trophies. That's crazy, bro. Sometimes we overlook all these other players, and Dani Alves has won no individual like title by himself as per Ballon d'Or or Puskás or whatever. That's crazy, bro. 43 trophies. How do you even get that amount? Because of playing for Barcelona. Then what about Sergio Busquets? What about I'll even move to Real Madrid. What about Sergio Ramos? Ramos is still up there, but it's not even 40. Like, I don't know how Dani Alves got that amount, but that's crazy.
Didn't fear any team. En route to winning the Champions League, Barca beat the champions of England, Manchester City, in the round of 16, the champions of France, PSG, in the quarter-finals, the champions of Germany, Bayern Munich, in the semi-finals, and the champions of Italy, Juventus, in the final. The champions from 4 of the top 5 leagues in Europe all went down to that Barcelona team. This was Messi as the controller of chaos. Tactically, under Luis Enrique, he was brilliant. Emotionally, he was playing to prove the disappointment of losing the 2014 World Cup, and that only made him stronger. But there was one drawback. For the 3 years the MSN lasted, from 2014 to 2017, they were incredible. 364 goals and 171 assists together as a trio, but Messi, he became known as one part of the trio, and that was the problem. Many believed he couldn't do it on his own, and they had reason to. In 2009, that Barcelona team had players like Henry in attack. In 2011, Xavi and Iniesta controlling the tempo behind him, and in 2015, it was Suarez and Neymar. The draw...
I'm not one of those people who say that Ronaldo did everything by himself, while Messi had Eto'o and Henry, had Luis Suarez and Neymar. I'm not one of those people that are going to say that Ronaldo had Benzema and Bale. You can argue Benzema and Bale is not as good as these players, like in terms of creating chances for Ronaldo, but Ronaldo still had good players. Now as if Ronaldo had bad players. Like if we're going to the NBA and I've seen LeBron James single-handedly carrying his team to the NBA finals, that's a different thing. But when we have You have key players inside your team. I'm not going to say Ronaldo did everything by himself, though. Just say Ronaldo was like the main, like he had the highest goals out of like I can't remember the number, but let's assume the number is 300. Ronaldo had like 200, and the remaining 100 were shared between Benzema and Bale. So that's crazy. That is still crazy.
Back with Messi now was at every time. He always had a system, partners, a part of something, until it changed. Messi was about to face the greatest challenge of his career at Barcelona, becoming club captain.
Lone warrior. That's not
2018-19. Messi is against the odds now. He has to become a version of himself. He hasn't been at
Messi carried Barcelona. Immediately Neymar left, and Suarez went to Atletico Madrid. That's when Messi started carrying Barcelona. That is still good, but that's not a prime. Just made him the best player. The best carry job in history.
Barcelona yet, a leader, with Xavi, Iniesta and Neymar leaving the club. Luis Suarez was declining. The midfield options looked slow and lacked the rhythm Barca had for years, and defensively it looked a mess at times. This was where it was at for Messi. This was the real test. It's also here that he delivers his most complete season ever. 50 games, 51 goals, 19 assists, 70 goal contributions, 8 free kicks, 4 hat-tricks, and a promise.
Pero también es verdad que todos nos quedamos con la espinita de la Champions. Así que hoy nosotros prometemos que este año vamos a hacer todo lo posible para que esa copa tan linda y tan deseada por todos vuelva a estar acá otra vez en el Camp Nou.
On his part, Messi became everything for Barcelona. They won La Liga thanks to his brilliant semi-final. Also, he was not only the top scorer, he was voted as the best forward, won the goal of the tournament, and in La Liga, he was the best player, the best for the best award, and at the end of the year, another Ballon d'Or. Messi was the captain of this Barcelona ship, and his performances did the talking. The ball was glued to his feet. Messi played the game like a man on a mission, determined to fulfill that promise as a leader to the Barcelona.
I think we can also say Messi deserved 2019 Ballon d'Or because of his carry job. He deserved that one, so I'm not going to argue there. That was the best carry job ever. Barcelona was really like a trash team.
Fans, but then the walls came crumbling. Anfield, the scene of Messi's European collapse with Barcelona. They let a 3-goal lead slip, got knocked out of the Champions League in the semi-finals. It got worse as well. They also lost the Copa del Rey final against Valencia. Barcelona had gone from a potential treble to winning just the league title that season. Messi was devastated. Still, it took nothing away from the fact that Messi had proved a point. He could do it on his own with little or no support. Messi didn't need magic around him now because he was the magic, and eventually the magician shone his wand on world football's biggest stage. But time was passing, and with every game from that point on physically, Messi lost something. Some thought he was playing on borrowed time and would soon retire, but Messi had one more trick up his sleeve, the greatest act of his magical career yet. At this point, Messi looked to be nearing the end. He'd left Barcelona in 2021 to join PSG, but this was all before he'd somehow broken the jinx with Argentina. See, for years Messi had tried. The 2014 World Cup final, back-to-back Copa America finals in 2015 and 2016. Messi had done everything he could to win a trophy with the national team, but it didn't work, at least until 2021. Under Lionel Scaloni, the national team had rebuilt. Messi was still the central figure, but with the addition of players like goalkeeper Emi Martinez, Rodrigo de Paul, alongside experienced pros such as Di Maria, Argentina had stability, and that was the key to finally breaking the 28-year jinx. Messi and Argentina conquered South America.
I was all the way Argentina this World Cup. I was all the way Argentina, but not at the beginning. Nah, bro, not at the beginning. I was Portugal. So when Portugal got knocked out, I was all like, I don't want Mbappe to win the second one. That's just it, because I didn't want Mbappe to win 2 in a row out of nowhere. My mood just changes, so I just had to support my enemy, Lionel Messi, and hope that I win. Remember this match? This match puts the fear of God in people, bro. This match was never supposed to happen. Because Argentina was supposed to be knocked out by the Netherlands, but that's another video by Number 9 if you want to kind of check it out. The most violent match in football history by Number 9. You guys can subscribe to him too. You guys can also subscribe to me if you want more content like this. If you enjoyed today's content so far, and at least put a like, help a brother out. If you just put a like, and let's just finish the video. I have 2 minutes left. The last dance.
Overcome with emotion, he'd finally done it. Finally won a trophy with the national.
Plus, do you think Argentina can get to the final in this 2026 World Cup? Something's telling me Spain will win. Spain has been the best team internationally, like throughout the Euros. Even though they lost the Nation League to Portugal, they still go to the final. So I feel like Spain will win this year's World Cup. But who will be like? It'll be Spain versus who? I don't think it'll be France. France doesn't have the ability to get to the final again. It'll be Spain versus a team, but cannot decide the team yet.
Team, but this was still only the beginning. The best would come a year later. He was 35, coming into the 2022 World Cup. There were doubts over his physical condition. How long would Messi be able to run for? Would his presence in the team cost Argentina in the long run? But yet again, Messi evolved into something different. The wizard. He didn't need to run to make the difference. He wasn't the fastest or the strongest, but in moments like this, he could explode. Every touch had a meaning. Every pass was to break the opposition. The team was built to understand him, and in turn, he made each action count. The World Cup final. 8 years ago at 27, Messi had been at that stage. In his physical prime, he failed to win the big one with Argentina, and now standing in his way was a French team led by Mbappe looking to deny him again. The only difference was that this time, Messi wasn't the same man, a brace in the final. The game went to penalties after Mbappe's hat-trick, and the team...
Mbappe, the greatest career job in World Cup final history. Bro, Mbappe was on a different level. Mbappe was playing like the Rentos do, because Mbappe just... And after that, we lost Mbappe. After this final, after this World Cup, this 2022 World Cup, we lost a lot of players. We lost Modric. Some people argue that Modric is still playing. We lost Modric, bro. We lost... Can't say we lost Messi, because he was still doing some things in Inter Miami, but we lost Mbappe for sure. Mbappe has never been able to come back to that level. He would have still been in this level if he stayed in PSG. He would have just made it. But we lost Neymar too. That was the last. Neymar stopped playing like football with his heart after that World Cup, and that was the most painful loss. That was the most painful loss. I have a feeling that after Neymar retires, he'll just become a streamer, because that is definitely the kind of job that he'll be doing.
Did it for him. Gonzalo Montiel scored the goal to win it. At 35, Messi had conquered the world. He'd won the World Cup with Argentina as captain, as the learning figure, the main force, not the fast.
Now let me get this straight. Messi and Ronaldo, nobody is higher, nobody is lower. Messi and Ronaldo are the same. Ronaldo is the better player, more complete player. Messi is the more decorated player. They are still on the same level. Don't put someone on top of the other person. Don't put one on top of the other person. They are both on the same level. Some people will still be making debates in the comment section, but they are both like up here, bro. Like Ronaldo is just the better player, one is decorated player. You guys have to accept that. Messi has had a very, very good career. Very, very good career. And I can't take it away from him that he's a GOAT too. So, Ronaldo, nobody can be denying Ronaldo of the GOAT title too, because Ronaldo has also done a lot for the game of football. And this video has just at least made me to put Messi like this. But I told you the difference between how Messi is the GOAT and how Ronaldo is the GOAT. So nobody will come and bring that argument up again. But I can still go and watch another Ronaldo video to remind you guys why Ronaldo is the best, because some people might have forgotten. That's why they keep on shunning him. Every mistake he makes in Al Nassr, you people forget he's a 40-year-old man, bro. You guys really forget he's a 40-year-old man. But this was a very fun video. If you enjoyed the video, you can like and subscribe for more content like this. You guys can give my channel a chance. This is like my first video posted for the channel, and I'll continue to convince you guys why this channel deserves more views, more subscribers, because I'll continue to be posting, try and be posting every day, and so that you guys can get used to me. It was a pleasure reacting to this video with you guys, and I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow probably.